En directo desde WrestleCon y por tercer año consecutivo con nosotros en Contralona. Melina, how are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. It's always a pleasure to be on the show.
Yeah, thank you. We appreciate that. How's everything going now in the 2018 for Melina?
Oh, everything's good. Plans have changed. And even though, okay, so I was wrestling and then I got injured and I couldn't wrestle anymore. So I'm not wrestling anymore. But thank goodness I still have the ability to go meet as many fans as I can all around the world and still be able to travel. So I don't know, I think this is going to be my last year, one more year of just visiting and doing appearances and there's just no more.
And no more wrestling?
No, you just at some point you gotta let go. You gotta say goodbye. But that's why I want to see as many fans as I can to be able to say goodbye and to thank everybody.
And I remember that you told us that you were studying, right?
Yes, I was studying, but then I got back into wrestling. It sucked me back in, so that's why I want to go say my goodbyes and everything. Because once I go back to school, I have to stay with it, and I'm not really great at dividing my attention. I know you could take it on the road and do online classes, but I'm not good at that. So knowing that, I want to go travel as much as I can right now, and then as soon as I'm done, just nothing but school. Go back to school.
I remember that you told us that you wanted to help people.
Yes, psychology.
Yes.
Yeah, that means more to me than anything. And it helps me a lot to be able to go travel to different places, travel to different countries, meet different people, different perspectives, and to be able to hear everybody's stories so then I can identify with people and understand different perspectives.
Have you had the opportunity to help any fan, that have any struggle or something like that?
Well, I did think when it comes to emotionally being there, whenever I meet people and they get to talk to me, that I could not so much give advice, but be there for them. And maybe I'll say something that resonates with them, and then they could take it they could, feel better, or they could feel confident, and they could feel like they're inspired in some way, shape, or form to know that I'm human just like them. And if I can do it, they can do it too.
How's your family?
My family's doing well. My mom was recently in a car accident, so she's in a neck brace. She has 3 cracked vertebrae, so we're waiting to see if she needs a neck fusion or not. So, but she's doing great. Always good, positive thinking. So the spirit is good.
Yes, that's the most important thing. That's great. I wanted to talk to you about this. Earlier this year, the WWE made the first women's Royal Rumble. Do you had the opportunity to see that, and what do you feel about it?
No, I didn't because I was traveling.
Okay.
But I think it's a beautiful thing. It's to me, and it's not like a bad thing. I know it's going to come off as bad, but I feel like it's something that was long overdue. And because my family, I was a boxing fan and everything, I feel like we've seen strides since the 90s. Boxing started embracing women, and we've seen every other sports embrace women and put them in a good spot, in a good position that everybody gets to see them in. And then wrestling seemed like it's the last to participate. So it's been 20 years a little bit late, but better late than never though. And it's a beautiful thing to see because a lot of the women in history, this is the moment that they've been fighting for, that they've been, sacrificing for. So I don't care if I tell people it's like your kids. For me, if I didn't get to benefit, I want the next generation to be able to have better than I had, because these are our children. We have to pass the torch. So they're doing a great job. They're running with it, and they're just making history as they go. And it's a beautiful thing to see.
We know that you will quit wrestling a little bit, and you will be studying. But what other things are your plans here for 2018?
Oh, well, 2018, I'm doing an autobiography, but I'm hoping that I could finish it up by the end of this year. So the way I'm traveling, it's I should be way farther than I'm at, but I still have a good chunk of it down. But hopefully I'll have it out by the beginning of next year, or at least into the summer.
Awesome. Well, we don't want to take you much time. To end this interview, we want to send a message to all the fans in Puerto Rico, Mexico, and the States that are watching you right now.
Oh, it's always going to be the same message. I know I'm going to repeat myself, but it's always nothing but love. I love you guys. I love the fact that, especially us Latinos, it's not just Latinos, but Latinos itself, we are passionate, we are loving, we're always there for each other, we're family. But then you get your wrestling fans who are even more loyal, who are more loving and more supportive. So it's just thank you for being my wrestling family, and I love you guys till the day I die and beyond. I'll always love you guys and thank you for everything.
And we always thank you for being here with us in Contralon, and we wish you all the best, Melina.
Oh, thank you.
Don't cry, don't cry. Melina,
Don't make me cry.
Oh, come on.
But they're good tears. They're happy
Yeah.
tears.
That's great, that's awesome. Thank you for being here with us in Contralona. Melina la vieron aquí donde vas. En Contralona, conectando la lucha libre contigo.